Picture this. You wake up one morning with a heavy, dragging sensation deep in your lower belly. You head to the bathroom, sit down, and you wait. And you wait. And nothing happens. You strain a little harder. Still nothing. You tell yourself, maybe I just need another cup of coffee. So you get up and try again an hour later. Same result. By the third or fourth attempt, something has shifted, and not in a good way. Now, there is a real, deep, throbbing ache radiating from your lower back down into your pelvis. You feel bloated, almost feverish, and a quiet voice in the back of your mind starts whispering, something is seriously wrong. If that story sounds familiar, I need you to stop scrolling and pay very close attention to the next 15 minutes. Because what I am about to share with you could genuinely save you from a dangerous, potentially life-threatening medical emergency. Welcome to the Men's Wellness Blueprint. Today, we are having the conversation that nobody wants to have, but that millions of men, especially those over the age of 60, desperately need. We are talking about stool that is physically, completely stuck inside your rectum. What is it? How does it happen? What are the warning signs your body sends before it becomes catastrophic? And most importantly, what do you do about it right now, step by step? By the end of this video, you will understand your own digestive engine in a way that no doctor has ever taken the time to explain to you. Let us get straight into it. Most guys treat digestive issues like a dripping faucet. You ignore it, stick a bucket under it, and hope for the best. But what we are dealing with here is not a leaky faucet. This is a massive plumbing pipe that has completely seized up. The medical term is fecal impaction. But let us use plain English. Your large intestine is a 5-foot-long tube with one critical job: to extract water from whatever passes through it. It is incredibly efficient. But when waste sits inside your colon for too long without moving forward, your body does not know to stop pulling water out. It just keeps extracting moisture, hour after hour, day after day. What begins as soft, manageable waste gradually transforms into a mass that has the texture and density of hardened concrete. This situation almost never happens overnight. For older men, it is a slow, gradual buildup over 3, 4, or even 7 days. You might feel a little full or sluggish. You might even still be going to the bathroom, but you are only passing a fraction of the waste. A little bit gets out, but the hardened mass stays behind. Imagine trying to push a large, jagged stone through a garden hose. That stone is not going to compress. And the harder you push, the more it wedges in. When you strain and push aggressively on the toilet, you are not dislodging the mass. You are literally compressing it further into your rectal wall. After the age of 60, men are highly vulnerable to this exact scenario. Intestinal muscle contractions naturally slow down. Many older men are on medications, blood pressure drugs, painkillers, or antidepressants that significantly paralyze gut motility. And the natural thirst reflex weakens with age, leading to chronic, low-grade dehydration. It is a perfect biological storm. Now, I need to warn you about the symptoms because they are incredibly misleading. Getting this wrong can lead you to take actions that will make the situation dramatically worse. The first confusing symptom is watery, liquid discharge. This one sends most men in the exact wrong direction. You might think, I am not constipated. I actually have diarrhea. Here is the shocking truth. When a rock-hard mass completely blocks your rectum, the newer, looser liquid waste from higher up has nowhere to go. So, it seeps around the edges of the solid blockage and leaks out. This is called overflow diarrhea. It tricks men into thinking they have a stomach bug. The massive danger here is reaching for antidiarrheal medication. Those pills paralyze your intestinal movement. They do not just stop the liquid. They stop the entire system, allowing the impaction to grow larger and harder. If you have watery discharge alongside a heavy ache of rectal fullness, do not touch antidiarrheal medication. The second confusing symptom involves your bladder. You may suddenly find yourself struggling to urinate. You feel the urge, but only a painful trickle comes out. Your rectum and bladder share a very tight pelvic space. When your rectum is swollen with a massive, hardened blockage, it physically crushes your bladder from behind, pinching off the urethra. The third symptom is unexplained lower back pain. You assume you pulled a muscle in the gym or your arthritis is acting up. But when rectal pressure reaches a critical level, The pain radiates outward into your lumbar spine and down into your hips. Let me be absolutely clear. A fecal impaction is a genuine medical emergency. If ignored, the intestinal wall stretches beyond its physical capacity. Blood supply to the tissue is cut off. The bowel goes completely quiet. As the pressure builds, you will begin vomiting. Your abdomen will visibly distend. If the physical limits of the intestinal wall are exceeded, it tears. The bowel perforates. Toxic fecal material and bacteria spill directly into your sterile abdominal cavity, causing a rapidly progressing, life-threatening infection called peritonitis. Without emergency surgery, it is fatal. If you have a rigid, board-like abdomen that is tender to the touch, a high fever, severe constant abdominal pain, an inability to pass any gas at all, or vomiting that will not stop, get to an emergency room immediately. These are go-now symptoms. If you are not at the emergency stage yet, here is the exact logical sequence you must follow right now. Step 1. Stop straining. Every time you bear down, you are risking severe hemorrhoids and rectal tears. Straining will not move a concrete blockage. Step 2. Lubrication and softening. You need adult glycerin suppositories from the pharmacy. For a significant impaction in an adult man, one suppository is rarely enough. The protocol involves using 2 to 3 suppositories simultaneously. Lie down on your left side. This specific position aligns your colon to let gravity assist you. Apply a generous amount of water-based lubricant to each suppository and insert all 3 deeply. They must sit alongside the hardened mass. Now, you must lie completely still for a minimum of 45 minutes. The glycerin needs time to melt, penetrate the outer layer of the blockage, and stimulate your rectal wall to produce its own fluids. Do not jump up after 5 minutes. Step 3. Rest and repeat. If the first round produces no movement, rest for an hour. Walk around gently. Drink a full glass of warm water to relax the intestinal muscles. Then, repeat the exact same suppository process. A second round is frequently what breaks through the core of the mass. Step 4. If 2 full rounds fail, it is time to go to urgent care or the emergency room. At the hospital, specialists have access to clinical-grade, high-volume enemas delivered under controlled pressure to break apart the mass from above. In severe cases, a physician will perform a manual disimpaction under sedation, physically breaking up the hardened mass. It sounds alarming, but it is a safe, established clinical intervention that provides profound, immediate relief. Once you clear the blockage, you must build a system to ensure it never happens again. Number 1. Brutal hydration. Water is the single most important variable in preventing stool hardening. Do not wait until you feel thirsty. Drink a massive glass of water the absolute first thing in the morning. This triggers the gastrocolic reflex, a natural wave of intestinal movement that encourages a morning bowel movement. Number 2. Heavy physical movement. Your intestine is muscular tissue. Physical movement directly stimulates contractions. A purposeful, 30-minute walk every single day forces your digestive tract to keep moving. Number 3. Audit your medications. Have a serious conversation with your doctor about every pill you are taking. Ask them directly if your blood pressure meds or painkillers are paralyzing your gut motility. Number 4. Establish a non-negotiable morning routine. Your digestive system runs on an internal clock. Sit on the toilet at the exact same time every morning, preferably right after your morning water or coffee, and use a small footstool to elevate your knees. The human body was designed to squat, not sit at a 90-degree angle. Elevating your knees relaxes the puborectalis muscle, unkinking your rectum and allowing for a clean, effortless evacuation. Your digestive health is deeply connected to your testosterone, your immune function, and your daily energy. It is not something to be embarrassed about. It is an engine that requires strict maintenance. If this video opened your eyes today, hit the subscribe button right now. We are building a brotherhood of men who refuse to ignore their health. We drop elite-level, science-backed strategies every single week to keep your biological machine operating at its absolute peak. Drop a comment below and tell me if you have ever experienced any of these confusing symptoms. Share this video with a brother or a father who needs to hear this hard truth. Stay disciplined, Take control of your gut, keep building your blueprint, and I will see you in the next video.